Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people who thought their partner was cheating but wasn't. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I once suspected my girlfriend was cheating and I looked at her phone bill, horrible idea, and became suspicious at a number she texted hundreds of times in the middle of the night. It was my number I had recently changed. They forgot. They were like, what the? Luckily, they found out it was their number before confronting her. Would have been so awkward. I was the one accused. We both grew up super low income, and when we first started dating, we went to a huge birthday party and started talking about how we never had a big party like this growing up. So when her first birthday of our relationship came around, I snuck around for a week. I came off super shady, I guess, throwing her a huge surprise party. I saved like 3 weeks of pay from a bad delivery driver job. I was careful to never text anyone with the word party, so I texted a mutual friend who worked at a really nice bakery who was sneaking me an expensive cake for half price. Girlfriend is heading to work, can I come now? She replied, yeah, my boss is gone for a bit, so make it quick. My girlfriend came to break up with me and walked into a surprise party. Still together 6 years later. Yo, I feel like surprise parties are so risky because I've heard about so many stories about this that their partner gets really suspicious. So yeah, it is really suspicious though, like you're texting someone secretly, you know. Not married but been together 8 years. Recently her phone started going off at weird times at night and she'd always shuffle about to answer it. Seems suspicious because I've seen her sleep through phone calls from hospitals, parents and anyone else. Nothing used to get her moving if she didn't want to be. After a week or two it started vibrating and she actually didn't wake up for once. I couldn't help myself and had a peep. She started playing a game again on her phone. All the vibrations were her characters coming back from missions and whatnot. Turned out she wasn't keeping secrets or hiding anything. She just wanted to get the missions done without spending money or speeding the game up. She was just playing a game. Oh man. This is what happens when people overthink. To be fair though, I would be suspicious too. Like if your significant other never really uses the phone at night, but then suddenly they are. My wife started acting really sneaky for some weeks, having sudden go-outs with her friends, having some private spending, and asking for money, getting home from work really late. The last straw was that suddenly she blocked her phone. We had our phones unlocked or we knew each other's passwords. We were really respectful of our privacy. But she began responding messages on the night, taking phone calls outside the house and that kind of stuff. The very day that I was going to ask her what was happening, she threw me a surprise birthday party like 10 days before my actual birthday because on those days she booked a vacation to the beach, secretly negotiated vacation days with my boss and got a granny to take care of the kids. All under my nose. Wife goals. See, this is so suspicious, you know. Wow, that's so suspicious. Taking phone calls outside the house. But man, she did so much. She negotiated days with his boss. That's amazing. I was looking at something with my girlfriend on her phone and suddenly this app notification pops up with "You've matched with Tom" or something. We've been together for years, so I've not seen Tinder, but I've heard of it. For about 3 seconds, I was silently furious. So I tapped the notification and it brought up Pinterest. Turns out Pinterest matches you with people with similar interests or something. I think that's the quickest I've gone through such a range of intense emotions. What? I didn't know Pinterest did that. They say you matched with someone? Well, oh my goodness. What if people have broken up because of that notification? What the heck? Yeah, obviously someone's gonna get mad when you see this. Wife texted, "I love you, John," to me. My name is not John. So I just stared at my phone in disbelief until I realized that H, N, and J are all next to each other on a keyboard. It was all just a typo. She actually tried texting, "I love you, hun," but she misspelled hun, which was autocorrected to John, and she didn't catch it before hitting send. Or after hitting send for that matter. My wife and I had a good laugh when I pointed it out that evening. What? Oh, they are close to each other. So she must have texted Jon and it autocorrected to JOHN. Huh. I do feel like some people will still be pretty suspicious. You know, what? You're using autocorrect to cover it up? When we were dating, I found this guy flirting with her hard. She showed me the messages to prove that they were just friends and he wasn't trying to do anything. So that's when I found out she has Asperger's syndrome. She's not so good at reading people or their intentions. She's also never had a brother and grew up with her mum, so I think she has an even worse time understanding guys. She's oblivious, but she's honest, and honestly, I love that about her. Oh. Well, I feel like a lot of girls don't think a guy likes them if they only consider that guy as like a friend or like a brother, you know? Yeah, it's weird. He had a text from an unsaved phone number. It said, his isn't as big as yours. Yours was good and huge. His reply was, bigly, eh? Turns out it was a guy he works with talking about tamales. Yo, that sounds so wrong. Oh my goodness. Walked in on my neighbor and my wife. Turns out my neighbor ran out of hot water and wanted to use our shower. He ended up slipping and hitting his head in the shower, and it rang his bell pretty hard. He had forgotten that he was not in his own house and went to the bedroom to have sex with who he thought was his wife. My wife, who at that time just made tea, went to squeeze lemon into her tea and some lemon juice squirted in her eye. The stinging of the lemon juice made it hard for her to open her eyes. When my neighbor, in his concussed state, went to have sex with my wife, thinking it was his wife, she thought it was me because her eyes were closed from lemon juice. I was utterly furious at first, but after she explained, we all had a good laugh. This is a joke, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Imagine if someone actually gave that excuse. That's funny. A buddy of mine and his wife had this text exchange. He at work, her in her car using voice to text. That reads it back to you before sending. Her, what are we doing for dinner? Should I stop at the store and get something or order sandwiches? Him, that works. Her, do you want meatball? Him, who's Paul? Her, meatball, do you want meatball? They laughed and laughed. Do you want meatball? Oh, wow. Do you want meatball? 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 Wow, that actually sounds like it. Huh. Did I find my iPhone on my wife because she was very late coming home. She was on the other side of town where we knew no one. Thoughts in my head of cheating. What was she doing over there? She finally came home, so I confronted her. She had a startled look on her face, which was guilty. Turns out she was getting a Botox treatment and didn't want me to know. Oh. Wow, he just stalked her. He just stalked her location. Wow. My boyfriend mentioned he was going to a show with a female friend of his on his birthday. I hadn't concretely set up plans, but I usually take him out or make a nice dinner on his birthday and give him presents. I remember being confused and annoyed that he would prioritize hanging out with this attractive girl over myself. I didn't really suspect him of cheating, just being oblivious, but I finally broke down and asked him what he was doing. Yeah, his birthday was the day after. I got his birthday wrong after 4+ years of knowing him. Oh, she was upset because she thought he didn't want to spend his birthday with her. That's understandable. Oh man. Spent a lot of time in a relationship with a chronic cheater. I'm now in a relationship with someone who is actually a respectable human being. When we first started dating, I couldn't let old habits die and I went through his text messages. Found one going on and on about how beautiful someone named Charlotte was. I died inside. Turns out it was his friend's newborn baby. You know how people always say, if you're gonna be in a relationship, start it with a blank slate. Because the person that you're dating now has nothing to do with your past relationships. So yeah. I'm sure my ex thought she found something when I got a notification that asked, is it hard? It was a classmate asking about the math homework. Nothing got us heated more than talking about sines and cosines. Yo, I miss math. I was once laying my head on my significant other's lap as he sat on the couch and I was stretched out next to him. He was watching TV and I was scrolling through Facebook. A friend of mine had posted a picture from the perspective of her own eyes as she laid bikini clad on a beach chair. I stopped scrolling to look at the picture, and after a second or so, my significant other says in an incredibly lustful tone, God, I could really tear into that right now. Boy, I saw his life flash before my eyes. I shouted, What is wrong with you? He seemed shocked and defensive. After a few moments of confusion on both ends, he pointed to the TV. There was a sexy close-up shot of a double bacon cheeseburger. He had been lusting after the burger. Oh, yum. That sounds delicious. What a coincidence though, honestly. That's so unlucky for him. He was just looking at the burger, but she was looking at someone's bikini picture and he said that. Yo, that's unlucky. It was a picture of a woman with her back to the camera. She was wearing a long flowing black dress, holding a glass of wine on what appeared to be a large boat. I had no idea who this woman was and why my husband had taken a picture of her. While I didn't think it was cheating, I was really confused. I finally asked him about it. He said, "Honey, that's you from our cruise." I had no idea he'd taken the picture and totally didn't recognize myself. Yo, what? How do you accuse your husband of cheating on you? With you, you know? Are you cheating on me with me, huh? That's funny. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!